Chapter 3. The Room Beneath. They said the basilica had been built on a foundation of older stones that had heard things before the first prayers here. When we closed the door to the little room, the light went away like a secret. The only illumination came from the candle on a table and the red recording light on my camera. I narrated into the microphone like a police report, her age, timeline, any triggers. My voice sounded too loud in that low-ceilinged room. The nun prayed while the seminarian fumbled with a book of rites that had lost half its page numbers. Father Tomas asked me to keep the camera steady. They wanted a record, he said, for themselves if nothing else. We were a trio of witnesses lined up like witnesses to a crime. Marisol's breathing changed. At first it was a discarded rhythm, like someone who had forgotten how to exist. Then a scraping sound crawled from her throat. It wasn't a voice I recognized. No human dialect I could translate, but it formed words as if learning to eat them. The sound hit me in the hollow of my chest. It knew more about fear than I did. "Who are you?" Father Tomas whispered, not quite a priest's question, more a man's test of what would answer. The first thing to respond wasn't language. It was a cavernous inhale that made the candle flame bow, then a low, metallic laughter threaded through a dozen voices. I turned the lens slowly toward Marisol because my fingers would not obey me otherwise. She wasn't looking at us. Her eyes tracked a point above the ceiling as if observing an invisible calculus. The air grew colder, like being buried and left to cool.